Am I the asshole for cutting off my brother and sister-in-law for hanging out with my ex and posting it the day after I told her I blocked him from everything? We shall see. Some background. In January of this year, I'm 31 female, broke off my 5-year relationship and we were engaged. Without going into too much detail, there's a lot of emotional abuse, substance abuse, and neglect. It was an excruciating decision to make, but after 2 years of essentially living as roommates and continuously feeling beat down, I left. I had to live with him, 34 male, for 3 more months after that until I could move into my duplex because we were evicting a tenant and it took way longer than expected. I have always been close to my brother and they have a 2-year-old baby girl that I love with my whole heart. After I officially moved out, I really got to start the healing process. I met someone and it has been going amazing. My parents/friends love him and he is consistent and sweet to me. After I got my security deposit back from my ex, I told him that I was seeing someone and this is late August. There was an issue with the check, so it took forever to get my deposit back. This conversation was fine. I told him I was going to block him for a clean cut to move on, and he agreed that was best. I texted my sister-in-law and told her I finally blocked him and it still stung really bad. I talked to this person every day for over 5 years, and it is a big step. Within 24 hours, I am flipping through my IG stories, and she posts a pic of a horse at a rodeo with him tagged, and the next pic is my niece with him in the background. So naturally, I was like, what is going on? Why are you with him? To be met with? You have someone to spend your Saturdays with, and he has no one up here. He's from a different state. In one fell swoop, she dismissed my new relationship and my sympathy for the person who I wanted to spend every Saturday with, but severely mistreated me. They couldn't possibly understand why I would be upset. Fast forward 3 months, I distanced myself, spent a lot of time actually healing and enjoying my relationship and cultivating friendships. Work is thriving, and I'm back hitting my fitness goals. Hadn't talked to them at all, and it was peaceful. They didn't reach out once, and I wasn't surprised, and that's whatever. I extended an olive branch to say I'm still not okay with this, but I was to stop dwelling because I missed my precious baby niece. My brother took over a week to respond to say, hey, I've been meaning to reply to your text to my wife. You're always welcome to our baby's life, and you always have been. But you were the one who chose to step away as long as you did over a picture on Instagram. We will continue to have a relationship with your ex and understand you don't want to see or hear anything about it, but in the same turn, we don't want to hear about how you're doing with a breakup or anything related to your relationship with your ex either. I told them I acknowledged they would probably keep in touch after knowing each other after 5 years, but for them to hang out and put it in my face felt very intentional, especially because she posted within 24 hours of me telling her he's blocked. I don't want to see what he has going on. I responded upset and let them know I was hurt and I was confused why they couldn't try to see it from my perspective. Also, just how disappointed I was with them. They responded with, Kayla, there's so much we'd like to say to you in response to your purposely hurtful and malicious texts. But at this point, we're becoming concerned about your mental health and question whether you are confusing reality with your own version of it that you've created in your mind. We hope you seek serious psychiatric help, as it's clear you are not well. As evident time and time again throughout the past year is your behavior, paranoia, and increasingly explosive and reactive responses. Until you take the time and space to heal yourself and come back to reality, we wish you the best, but respectfully must step back from our relationship with the hopes in one day that we will be able to move forward. The gaslighting and trying to convince me I'm crazy even though I'm the one who hasn't talked to them for 3 months is crazy. I've always known my sister-in-law for always having to be right and never able to be empathetic in any way. Also, she would always try to get in my head about my ex and point out things throughout our relationship to upset me. Her maid of honor stopped talking to her after she went through a painful breakup, and my sister-in-law basically said, get over it. So I said, I see why she walked out of your life after a painful breakup. The way they can't take accountability for their behavior and then go to my parents and say how concerned they are about me is insane. So I'm making the decision to not attend holidays. My best friend's family welcomed me with open arms like they have for the past 14 years and have been better to me than my actual blood. Mom cried when I told her I wouldn't be there. Christmas, I think my new man and I are going somewhere tropical and going to start our own traditions. I love my niece, but I can't take the gaslighting and manipulation for trying to explain why my feelings were hurt to have them continue to think that how they act and what they say was okay. Am I the asshole for cutting them off and thinking she posted him on purpose for me to see? I To put this all in perspective, so basically you broke up with your ex from an abusive relationship after being with him for 5 years. Your brother and sister-in-law wanted to continue a relationship. So they basically chose him over you. And her response was, he doesn't have anybody over here and have no qualms of cutting them off. Like, I'm sorry. Me personally, I don't care what the situation is. If I am no longer with my ex, my brother and his wife should no longer be with my ex either. Like, what do you mean? If y'all were not friends before we got together, y'all should not be friends after. That's just me personally. Because now you just threw away your sister because you want to be boys and she want to be a homegirl to him and then post a date. Like, I will feel hurt too. Because at the end of the day, you're my family. You're my blood. So yeah, at the end of, like, sad that you're going to not have a relationship with your niece, but life goes on. Enjoy your time. Enjoy your relationship with you and your new honey and move forward. I tell you, my block and no contact list is extensively long. This is a situation where you would put on a no contact list. Like, I wouldn't even call you. They're not even interested in even talking to you anyway, because for 3 months, they didn't even reach out to you. So you think that you're losing, they're losing as well. And they don't even care about it. They want to be right. Let it be. I would feel so even more hurt, especially by your brother's text message, like trying to paint a picture like you're crazy. Like, sir, how would you feel? I would honestly tell my brother, like, how would you feel if you was with your ex for 5 years and then you break up with your ex, and the day I tell you that the ex is blocked, you post a picture, she posts a picture with, the ex the next day partying and chilling. He would not be happy with that. So listen, certain situation, blood is thicker than water. I would stick by my family in this situation, but yeah, it's not cool. You're not the asshole. It is what it is. Just move on with your life. Heal and enjoy life. They sound like they toxic enough that you don't even need them in your life.